children. Previously, we have finished with the operation on sets first part, that is intersection. Now, we'll continue with the next operation on set, that is union of sets. It contains all the elements of the set, that is the elements present in set A as well as the elements present in set B. It is the addition of both the elements. It is denoted by a capital U. If A and B are two sets, then we write union between them as A union B. This is the way we represent the union set. In the union set, we have to add the elements of both the sets, but we have to keep one thing in mind, that if the elements are written twice, we have to consider it only once. One example we'll see. If A is a set of -1, -4, 0, 5, 6, 7 and 9, B is set of -4, -3, 0, 2, 5, 8, 9. Now here we can see some of the elements like 0, then 9 are repeating, but we are going to consider it only once. See, A union B. Here we have written all the elements together, but the elements which are in green color are repeated over here. So we are going to consider them only once. That is A union B is set of elements -1, -4, 0, 5, 6, 7, 9, -3, 2 and 8. This can be represented in this way using Venn diagram. A is set of elements present here, then B is also a set, and the middle part having the elements in red color is the common elements which are present in both the set. Previously we have seen these elements shows intersection of the two sets. So 0, 5, -4 and 9 will be the intersection of A and B. There are some properties of union of sets. First, A union B is equals to B union A. Obviously, union means addition of the elements. So, obviously, if we will add the elements of A with B or B with A, the answer will be same itself. If A is subset of B, then A union B is equals to B. A is subset of B. Subset means before we have studied that elements of A are present in B set. It means total elements of A are present in B. Therefore, obviously after writing the union set, all the elements will be equals to elements of B. A is subset of A union B and B is subset of A union B. That is, if elements of A are present in A union B, then obviously elements of B are also present in A union B. A union A complement is equals to universal set. Yes, why? Because obviously we have studied this before, that A complement means the remaining elements of the universal set, means the elements which are not present in A. So obviously union means elements of A along with elements of complement of A. So together they will form a universal set. Then A union A is equals to A. Now both the set are same only. So A union A means obviously it will be the A set itself. A union empty is equals to A. Now empty set means it don't have any element. So obviously again it will be A itself. Next is number of elements. Now number of elements means the elements present in the set. Whatever the cardinal number will be there for that elements, that will be the number of elements. it is written as n of set. Now n of set means whatever the name will be. For example, set A, set B, set C. Then we have to write that letter in the bracket. We'll see here. If D is a set of alphabet C, H, A, M, P, I, O, N, then we write n of D. Now here we have considered set D, so here in bracket we are writing capital D is equals to 8 because these total elements are 8. So n of D is equals to 8. This is the number of elements of set D. Here in this example, if A equals 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 and B is set of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then using Venn diagram first we'll see. Here I have written the elements of set A and set B. 2, 4, 6. These three elements are common in both the sets. It means they are forming intersection. Now while writing the union set, we are going to consider these three elements only once. So A union B equals all the elements which are present in A and B together. From Venn diagram it is easy to write the elements. Therefore here we can see properly elements are 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, 7. And intersection will be 2, 4, 6. From this we'll write elements number. N of A equals 6. Similarly for n of B, the elements are 8. Therefore, we have written it n of B equals 8. Now similar way for A union B also, just count the elements and we'll write n of A union B equals 11. If you will observe here properly, if we'll add n of A and n of B, the addition will be 6 plus 8, that is 14. But from here you can see only 11 elements. Then where are the 3? Yes, you are very correct. 3 elements here, these 2, 4, 6 were repeating. So we have reduced that 3. So using this we have one formula, that is n of A union B is equals to n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B. This A intersection B once only we have subtracted because already in the union set we have considered it once. So we have to reduce this 3 from the addition of number of elements of A and B. This formula we use to solve word problems or to verify the elements present in the sets. We'll see here one word problem. In a school hostel, there are 100 students, out of which 60 drink tea, 50 drink coffee and 30 drink both tea and coffee. Find the number of students who do not take tea and coffee. Now here the total number of students are 100. So we can consider number of universal elements, that is 100. Now students out of which 60 drink tea, will take the set of tea as tea only. So number of tea is 60 and similarly number of students who drink C will be 50. Now here 30 drink both tea and coffee. Now both means these are the intersection elements, that is 30. So n of T intersection C is equals to 30. Before we further solve, first we'll see using the Venn diagram. This is the set of students who drink tea, then set of students who drink coffee. This middle part, that is pink color shaded part, is the intersection of set C and D, that is the students who drink both. So from the question we can see 30 students drink both tea and coffee. Now here if you will observe, total students who drink tea are 60, but out of that 60 already 30 are present in the intersection set. So obviously the remaining students who drink only tea are 60 minus 30, that is 30. In the similar way, the student who drink coffee are 50, but again out of that 50, 30 are already present in the intersection. So the student who drink only coffee are 50 minus 30, that is 20. Now from this we can see the students who are drinking only tea are 30, the students who are drinking only coffee are 20. So total number of students who drink tea, coffee as well as both are 30 plus 30 plus 20, that is 60 plus 20, 80. So total students, that is union of T and C, are 80. Now from formula we will see how to solve. This is the formula which we have studied just now. Using this formula, now here instead of A and B, we are going to consider T and C. So by putting the values, we can see N of T union C equals 60 plus 50 minus 30, that is 80. So we are getting the same answer using Venn diagram as well as using the formula. But now here they have asked us the students who do not take tea and coffee. Now who do not take tea and coffee both means we have to find complement of T union C, means the remaining elements. So out of 100 students, the students who do not take anything. So for that we are going to subtract N of TUC, that is T union C, from the N of universal set, that is 100 minus 80, which will be 20. So the students who do not take tea and coffee are 20. Sometimes we have to solve word problems of 3 sets also. That time it is easy to solve using Venn diagram. We'll see one example for 3 sets. In a class, 85 students play football, 72 students play cricket and 43 students play tennis. 44 students play both football and cricket. 15 play both cricket and tennis, and 25 students play both football and tennis. 4 students play all 3 sports. Each student play at least one sport. We have to find total number of students in class, number of students that play only football, and number of students that play cricket and tennis but no football. Now if you will observe this question, you obviously will think it is too difficult to solve this example, but using Venn diagram it is very easy. We'll see. F is a set of students who play football, then C is a set of students who play cricket, and the third sport is also there, that is tennis. So we'll consider the third set as T. Now first we'll see the proper numbers, and for this we'll see shaded regions. Now here you can see the color yellow and pink shows the intersection between football and cricket, that is the student who play football and cricket. Then pink and blue shows the intersection between the students who play cricket and tennis, and green and pink is the intersection between the students who play football and tennis, and this middle section pink is the intersection of all these 3 sports, that is students who play football, cricket as well as tennis. So first, now for solving this, we have to go outwards. Outwards means from the last to first. Here, lastly, if you will see, 4 students play all 3 sports. Now 4 students play all 3 sports means the middle part, that is pink section. These are the 4 students who play all the 3 sports. Now we'll go for the first part, that is 72. For 85 students play football, 72 play cricket, 43 play tennis. So out of this, the students who play both, that is football and cricket, are 44. So 44 students play football and cricket, that is this yellow and pink section. Now out of 44, already 4 students are present here. So obviously the students who play only football and cricket are 44 minus 4, that is 40. In this similar way, we are going to find the students who play only cricket, tennis and football, tennis. Now 15 play both cricket and tennis. Cricket and tennis means pink and blue color. So out of that 15, again 4 are already present. So 15 minus 4, that is 11. Next, 25 students play both football and tennis, that is green and pink. Now again from 25, 4 are already present. So 25 minus 4, 21. So these are the students who play only football and tennis. Now using this data, we can find the students who play only football, only cricket and only tennis. Now first, to find the number of students who play only football, we can see total number was 85. Out of that 85, we have to subtract this 40 plus 4 plus 21. That is 40 plus 4 is 44. 44 plus 21 is 65. So 85 minus 65 will be 20. In this similar way, try to find the students who play only cricket and the students who play only tennis. Hope you have calculated. Similar way, 40 plus 4, 44, 44 plus 11, 55. So 72 minus 55, that is 17. Now here 21 plus 4, 25. 25 plus 11 is 36. So subtract it from 43, that is 7. So now we have got all the data. Using this, now we'll find. Now we have to first find total number of students in the class. Now for this, we have to add this all the numbers, that is 20 plus 40 plus 4 plus 21 plus 7 plus 11 plus 17. We will get the total number of students. After adding this, we are getting as 120. It means the total number of students in the class are 120. Now next is number of students that play only football. Now that play only football, from the Venn diagram easily you can find the number of students who play only football are 20, correct. And lastly, number of students that play cricket and tennis but no football. Now cricket and tennis means this pink and blue section, but they have given the condition no football. It means this fourth middle section, 4 students, we are not going to consider. So this number of students that play cricket and tennis but no football are only 11. See how easily we have got all the answers without any of the calculations, just by using the Venn diagram. It is very easy to solve the difficult word problems also using the Venn diagram. Hope you all have understood the formula as well as the solving by Venn diagram. Now solve exercise 1.4 and problem set. Thank you.